live for our very last This Week in Business for 2020. Thanks, Anthony, for joining me today. It's great to not be alone.
It's always good to be here, particularly this time of the year when we're all looking forward to having a small business Christmas holiday.
Aren't we? And look, we had our small business Christmas lunch yesterday. We had our Businessist members come together with a few of our network partners. We had a wonderful lunch at the Side Door restaurant yesterday. I really enjoyed it. Did you have a good time?
It was brilliant. Very much enjoyed.
Yeah, it was nice to actually have a Christmas party. When you work alone, it's nice to have that little feel. So check out our social media. We have got a great picture of us, but there's not too many because we were too busy having a good time, guys. We are going to attempt to do quarterly catch-ups like that, whether it be a dinner or a lunch or just some drinks or something, just for everyone to get together and celebrate successes, share frustrations, and just really get together and not be alone in business. So, Anthony, you want to kick off today talking about Google My Business. I know we touched on it last week, but you're going to show us how to do it today.
Look, it is a question we've had from a couple of people. How do I tell the public that we're closed during Christmas? Now, one of the best ways to do it is using Google My Business, and it really doesn't take that much effort. I'm going to share my screen with you now and show you what we do, which is when you log into your business.google.com account with your username, so you've already got your Google account signed in, we scroll down onto the left-hand side here, we click on our info, and if we can see that our regular hours are sitting in there, we can scroll a little bit further down here and go special hours. Google have got a box for us, and they're asking us, are we open on these days? Yes, we're open on Christmas Eve. No, we're not open on Christmas Day, nor Boxing Day, nor Boxing Day 2. Little gotcha for anyone out there looking at wages. We actually have got 2 public holidays this year that you need to be aware of. So we've got Boxing Day and Boxing Day Mark 2. We have open on New Year's Eve, but we're not open on New Year's Day or Australia Day. If you're having a break across the entire period, just click on Add New Dates. You can put whatever other dates you may want to put in there and put your hours in there, which might be open or closed. We apply that. And the beauty of it is that now when somebody goes to look for us on those dates, they'll be able to find whether or not we're open without worrying about it. So that's a really quick snapshot on how to update your business, Google My Business hours.
Yeah, some people might have received an email from Google at the end of last week, prompting them to update your hours. If you didn't get that and you do have a Google My Business, maybe check your junk mail because it is actually quite good to get those emails. It prompted me to update my business things, and it just had the button that you clicked, which, it's quite simple. It went straight into my Google My Business listing, which was very easy. So that was a good one there. The other thing we want to talk about is social media over Christmas. Now, you might be taking a break over Christmas, New Year, or even in January, and you probably think, I can't be bothered posting on social media. Or you could go the complete opposite and be like, I'm going to post every single one of my Christmas holiday pictures and 100 pictures of my family on Christmas Day on my business social media. But my little tip on this one is actually stay consistent with what you've been doing before. So if you've only posted once or twice a week, only post once or twice a week, because otherwise people are going to be like, whoa, what is this? Or if you go completely dark, they're going to be wondering where you've gone. So, do a post about your Christmas hours. I highly recommend that. Do it early as well, saying we're open, we're closed, you can contact us, you can't contact us. Whatever it is, just make sure that you put it out there so that your followers, if they're the people that are only following you on social media, they know what you're doing and they know how to reach you and they know where you are. So it's the same thing as Google My Business. Just be consistent and, don't go overboard, but also don't go completely dark either, because that's not good for your business. Have you got anything to add on that social media one?
I think it's a really good chance to use that opportunity for a bit of a reset there with yourself too. It's been a very, very long year. Hard to believe it's only one. But if we look at what we're doing going forward, use that opportunity as a bit of a reset, get your content plan out for the year, start to map out the ideas and kind of things that you want to be preparing and sharing across the year. And perhaps go back through your photos, get some content off your phone, have a look at what you've got there available, and get a plan together moving forward.
Yeah, I'm just working on a social media template, a content template that we'll put into the group for free access so that you guys can download and grab and use if you feel that it's something you might like. And lastly, 2020, like you just said, it's hard to believe it's only been a year. It's been a very long year. Anthony, what is your takeaway or your biggest success of 2020? I would love to celebrate everyone in our group for what they've done or what their takeaway is.
Look, I think the biggest success that we've seen this year, and we're so proud of so many businesses we've seen really knuckle down and do the work that they needed to during the COVID lockdown, and the work that they've done has pretty much universally paid dividends on the other side of it. They've got better at what they're doing. They've become better businesses, better servicing offering to their customers, and the results of that, and now that things are picking up, they're picking up more than their fair share of the pie, which is well earned.
And what is your key success? What was your biggest success for 2020?
I think it's, the 17th of December, still being here. It's been a long year. On a personal level, we've seen, a lot of people face challenges. We've worked with a lot of business owners who've really found a lot of the emotional stress and the psychological stress of going through that period of uncertainty is quite taxing. And I've found just the opportunity a lot of times to listen to people's stories, to share with them, and to be involved through groups like the BSW programs has been good for myself, my own personal health, but it's also been great to see the impact that it's had on some of our members and subscribers. So it's I think getting to the end of the year and seeing that they were all still here and doing well is probably the biggest personal success that I can attest.
Well, my biggest takeaway from 2020 is connection. It's just one word, and it's connection. I wasn't really sure how my business was going to go in 2020 because, people often say to me, "You're a virtual assistant. What is that?" Like even Anthony, when you and I met the first time, you said like a real one in real life. And look, it's true, guys. People wonder if I'm real. I am, I promise. But I just love the connection. I've really found that 2020 has been so much about connecting with local business owners and supporting local business owners in any way that I can. And I love that connection. For me personally, that has been so rewarding. But in terms of my success for the year, I think it is the fact that I set some goals at the beginning of the year and absolutely smashed them, that now I'm kind of like, well, what do I do next? Now, I'm sure some other people in the group might be thinking that. They may have had that downturn and they're on a bit of a roller coaster. But I think
that's an easy one, Louise. Double the goals that you set at the beginning of the year and work towards next year.
No, I don't. That won't work for my business. But what we might try and do is we're looking at doing some masterclasses in 2021. And what we might try and do is get someone in to do a goal setting session with us to help everyone in the group to do some goal setting for next year, myself included, probably just a bit selfish for me, to try and work out what goals we want to do, whether it be financial or anything for your business. We can all work together, support each other and cheer each other on. So, that's something to keep an eye out for 2021. And that's it.
We're huge fans of SMART goals here, or the smarter goals even. And it's such an important thing. Looking forward, that reset, part of that process is looking where you want to be at the end of next year and aiming high, because, if you aim high and you work towards it, rarely will you be disappointed with the result. And quite often, the actual most satisfaction you'll get is actually the journey on the way uphill. And that's something which, I've been doing this now for this particular business now for 10 years and another one for 10 years before that. And recognizing that the real joy comes actually in the journey uphill rather than the destination.
Yeah, it's very exciting times for everyone in business in WA at the moment, and we are always here to help support you in whatever your goals and your dreams are for your business. So that is us for 2020 in This Week in Business. Thank you so much, Anthony. These have been fun. I'm looking forward to more for next year.
Likewise.
And we've got some really cool stuff coming next year, guys, so stay tuned for us and have a wonderful Christmas, everyone. Thank you again for all of your support of BSW Connect. We are incredibly grateful for that. And share your takeaways for 2020. We'd love to hear how you found this year.